Making the most use out of that copper. Oh, wow, okay, we've actually crested the boot up sequence temperature for the steam turbines up here. Let's go ahead and sweep all of this up then. There we go. Don't sweep this part though, because that's going to be a forever job. Actually, you know what? On that note, let's do that. I'm going to take it back, and we are going to sweep this. But a significantly lower priority. Don't sweep that though. There we are. Now that this is active, they're happily taking care of that. I would like more hydrogen in here before I take this out though. If I can get that to be the case. Why are you sweeping regolith over there? That should be getting the priority on the regolith. Sandstone, yeah, that makes sense, but regolith, not quite as much. Oh, this is a priority. Oh, damn it. I thought that was priority 2. What a sucker I am. On the plus side, all the regolith is going to be in one spot. 71 tons, though. There we are. All the regolith on the move. I should keep this place going for a while. Now, that's a lot of jobs for my peeps, but they're just going to have to accept it. And we'll get back to the rest of that in a while. There we are. As long as the temperatures don't drop below 130, this is fine. Tempted to push this a little bit higher, though. Why is that on 10? My lord. Let's go up to 175. And same down here. If it's below 175, dump it into the cooling chamber. Hello, Sebastian. Are you at the end of the stream? No, actually. Though I am going to be going on a tea break very soon. Probably in the next 5 minutes. My throat's feeling it a little bit. I've been talking for how long now? 8 hours. I've probably got another 2 in me. Let's get that swapped up as well. How warm is this regolith? It's actually starting to warm this area up a little bit more than I would like. Some of that regolith is extremely hot. Because we are dumping it in there if it's below 170 at this point. But yeah, we have now shut down the heat in the room, unfortunately. Shut down the power generation, rather. Spicy tofu, I accept. Please stop. Please stop delivering the regolith over there. Please deliver the regolith elsewhere. Okay, you know what? The easiest way for me to deal with this is to tell you not to deliver regolith here ever. I should have considered that. If I was a smart scallywag, then I would have, but alas, I am not. Let's get all of that moved, please. Actually starting to clean up space a little bit. I'm reasonably happy about this. The mafic rock can absolutely go there. Well, that being said, the mafic rock up here is probably equally hot. In fact, quite a lot of the stuff up here is going to be quite hot. So we may set up this to accept other things after a while. What's the temperature in here? 132. Everything is going to equalize in temperature by the time it gets down here, I imagine. For the most part, it'll all be around the same temperature. Room's going to take a while to warm up, but it will happen. We've got 21 cycles left on natural gas. When that switches is when I'm going to rejig all of this, but I can start working on the upper layers, and I think that's probably wise. So with that in mind, let's make sure there's nothing behind it that I'm going to regret ripping out. That is not. Start tearing this down. Actually, before I do that, just to prevent heat problems, let's draw out some insulation, then we'll tear that apart and then build this up as it needs to be. Is that a pile intentionally along the conveyor? A pile along the conveyor. Oh. No. There's a Volpup there. It's tame. It came out of here. How? Well, it's not like I can put it in there, unfortunately, anymore, so I'm afraid that Volpup needs to go. No. Ah, poop. How did it get down here? Please don't die on that side. This is the problem with Volpups. No, you little scoundrel! You went through there after you died! Well. Okay then, Pips. I know you've been completely good. You've done nothing wrong in here, but now you need to die so I can go up there and get the meat. Oh, that Volpup. Voles are bad. There we go. Some of these contents will be dumped, or should be. Oh, by the time they get here, they're not. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But that is distressing. What a scoundrel. Those pips had been happily living here for the last several hundred cycles. Oh, did I sweep up a vole leg? Oh, no. My own blood vole. And there's another one, I bet. Is there any more vole legs here? Yes. Oh, why have I done this to myself? So, this is my life now. Need that done really fast though, peeps, because I don't want more of that. Critter eggs. Sweep only. Priority 9. Sweep the everything again. There we go. Such a pain in the bum, but oh well. Any more eggs there? Yeah, there are a couple more vole eggs. I'll let them to shunt it. I'll leave them to shunt it all around, but that's frustrating that it was my fault that it happened. It's even worse. We're waiting for everything in there to cool down now. Fortunately, this may take some time. There's some very hot regolith moving through there, but in a bit we will get this place up to the right temperature. Thankfully, they're able to sweep it into itself fairly quickly, so that's not a huge issue for us. That's going to be generating a lot of jobs for our duplicants for a little bit. The mod, I am actually using a mod to get that list of things around. There are 2 mods that I'm using. One allows to condense items like that. And the other, what was the other one? Shows me the area of effect of items. So you can see a little ghosted area that just lets you know where it will, what the building's operation will be. Very, very useful in my opinion. Super useful. That is a problem just waiting to happen. There we go. Oh no. Well, actually, no. Chlorine is lighter than CO2, so CO2 is still going to be able to get into those scrubbers without too much issue. It's kind of annoying. 142 temp in the steam there, that's fine. I think it's going to kick in at 160 or 175. Still going relatively okay down here, in fact. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. How about down here, though? We have finished all the conveyor rails. Thermal sensor here. I need to make sure this is out of steel. Actually, I don't think that one needs to be out of steel, but that all goes okay. Actually, let's have a quick look. Does that need to be made out of steel? No, it doesn't have an overheat temperature, but we'll go with the steel in here anyway. Actually, what is the melting point of copper? Yeah, no, it is absolutely better to go with that. Right, so with that done, let's get automation. Tunk. I think we're almost at the point where there's nothing else that we would need in here. I mean, we're going to have to empty this place out, obviously, but... And we're going to want the thermosensors that I was talking about. One there. Steel wires, just taking them up to here. And then I would say... Damn it, I was drawing that while the autosave happened. That may cause us some issues. We're up to 6.2. That's pretty amazing. We want a memory toggle. This one can be copper because it's going to be built over the insulation. Right there. And then on the top, we can go with copper. Just reaching out to all of these. There we go. That will work well. So once that's all built, at this stage I'm thinking we might want to just go ahead and open this up. Like so. We're not going to need double insulation on the top. That's absolutely not necessary. Bunch of paku, but we're not going to take them. I'll cancel the build orders for the steam engines for now, just to get this dug out. But this will control when it should turn off. This one will control when it should turn on. Honestly, we may as well just go full bore and go for the 200 here, and turn it on when, turn it off when it drops below. We may as well just let it run its course, honestly. Over here, I'm going to say we should have the energy setup for microchips. At this point, 3 steam turbines that are going to be running pretty hot. I think that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, this space intentionally left blank. Fair enough. Well done on having built up enough channel points to grab that one. Thank you so much for spending so much of your time here watching the channel. Right then, chat, it is absolutely necessary for you to remind me at the end of the stream to get that gift sub out there. Please and thank you. Actually, let's cancel that. Let's go from here instead. And we're going to take this a little bit further along. I'm fairly certain the power station is only 2 wide. Yeah, it's only 2 wide. So we can have the power station here. Maybe just a little bit of extra room. Sure, that'll do. I think that should be fine. how much ceramic we got? Not a great deal. That much ceramic. Well, let's cancel that then. And we'll just hook this up as is. So, remind you, roughly 6 more hours. Got it. I don't think I'm going to be going for 6 more hours. Have fun with Operation Firebreak. I'm going to sleep. Oh, good reference there, Vanya. I like it. Thank you so much, though, for redeeming that gift sub. I will be certain to get that out at the end of the stream. Unless I forget, because I'm knackered. In which case, it'll go out at the beginning of the next stream. But hopefully, chat reminds me. How are we doing over here? Doing alright. And temperature in this is doing okay. Honestly, the volcanoes are doing the lion's share of our power lifting right now. By far and away. The biggest impact. Temperature in the water's gone back up again. That's an interesting one. You've got... oh, petroleum. There must have been petroleum moving through the pipe when that happened. Fair enough. Let's get rid of that. And this will work for our petroleum then. Finally, it's going to have a purpose. Not that there's ever a low enough gas pressure around here for anything to off gas, but you know. I'm still sweeping this. They are. Cancel the Mafic Rock sweep. Cancel this Mafic Rock sweep. The regolith can absolutely be swept, so can that. The iron is not hot enough to bother. The sandstone also not hot enough to bother. Let's see, is there anything else here? Nope. Sand, no, that's only 50 degrees. That would actually take a lot of the energy out of our steam room. The abyssalite, 100% not. Not that that would actually matter to the room. Interestingly enough. Think we have missed one of the Mafic rocks. Yes, we did. Okay, there we go. Sorted. For now. I am generally speaking fairly happy with this little room though. Now that we've got it going a little bit better. But with that set up, right, we need you to sweep this, please. Just get that out of there right now. Thank you. And then get one of these built back in there. Again, right now. And we should be good. I can just strip that down, get all of that hauled out, and we should be fine. But I'm really liking the way that this has all worked together. I definitely feel more confident with my understanding of vents and how to tame volcanoes and that sort of thing. It's just as well, considering I've been trying to. But, yeah, I definitely feel that we're at a much more stable place in the playthrough at the moment. Despite the lack of power all the time right now, but still, I definitely feel that we're making some really solid progress. Right, now that that's done as well, we can go ahead and tear all of this down, more or less. Because we're going to have to completely redesign this room. we can account for the shape that this room is going to take. We'll need a 2-tile tall area, then a floor, then 4 more tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this will be a new mesh tile. So let me just do that again. This is just going to be a regular insulation floor. 2 tiles, a floor, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the room here. So, yep. And then a new floor just above it. Actually, we don't need to strip that down. I guess technically we didn't need to strip that down either, but oh well. It's done. And then another 4 tiles above it. So that would be... it doesn't really matter too much. It could either be the petroleum generator or this. Maybe this, actually, since this is the only one that pipes its CO2 out. So we would have petroleum, the natural gas generators, petroleum generator. Actually, we wouldn't want this one to be mesh tile. We would want it to be this instead. So once again, we'd have the natural gas, 1, 2, 3, 4. Petroleum, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then... Oh, thank you so much, Sheelab. Sheelab just snuck in. MVT. How did you sleep? Oh, I'm glad. Thank you so much for the tea. We're still going to go on a tea break, though. Just so you guys can stretch your legs. But it'll be a fairly short one. But that will be the coal generator up top. Because the coal generator is just going to off-gas coal. The petroleum generator will off-gas coal, but will also leak polluted water. And then the natural gas generator will only leak polluted water. Which I think is going to be a grand design for our power room. And much as I've got with the hydrogen room down here, we will use gas or liquid shutoffs where necessary to control the availability of fuel to the generators rather than shutting down the generators. The only one that we are just going to shut down directly will be the coal generators because we don't have any other option. It is literally, we need to turn them off at source. Because once the coal is loaded in, then if they're turned on, they'll just burn it. Rations for the long haul, indeed. Very much indeed. I'm very, very fortunate to have both Cancer and Sheila ferrying me supplies through the night. What's it going down there? Actually, not bad again. It's up to 140. And down here, we've cleared out the room. Sure. Let's get all of this done. Let's certainly get it done a little bit of a higher priority than it was prepared to do for me there. But I think we can have this room set up fairly quickly. And the inclusion of a power generator, especially when copper is going to be effectively limitless, just seems like a sensible thing to do. To the point that I'm strongly considering putting one in here as well. Because yes, I know, we're not making the most... You know, we've only got 2 of these. But still, might be worth making use of that. And I don't know if the... Well, you know what? The copper volcano probably could benefit from having an additional steam turbine. I'd have 50 cycles to set it up. Probably a job for another time. This one we're designing from the ground out, and I can take as much time as I want because the volcano is jammed. The copper volcano, though, I would need to work on that one directly. I think I would get more bang for buck out of setting up more volcanoes than out of refining the volcano that I've got. The volcano, the steam capturing design. Just making sure that my peeps have got things to do. There we go. Not that I think they don't, but, you know. I'm trying to hold back on giving them a bunch of building jobs, but when it comes to digging, there's a bunch of people who can do digging that won't do any building, so I may as well make use of all of the skill sets. Now, what's the temperature in here? Up to 150. Oh, sometimes up to 170. Wow, nice. We've only got an additional 20 degrees to go before these can kick in. Temperature by the time it gets over here, it's 20 degrees. Well, not too bad. Have we got a lot more regolith? 21 tons and an additional 17 tons. Yeah, we've got loads of regolith. We are not going to hurt for getting energy in here. And honestly, we could probably have a very, very aggressive shovel breeding system. I mean, we could happily support a very large shovel population and feed them too. That being said, how much do shovels eat? Let's have a quick look. How much do you eat, shovels? Doesn't tell me how much. Well, this is going to be homework for chat. Not homework. This is going to be a job for chat while I'm stretching my legs. And also whilst chat should be stretching their legs. So basically, chat, you need to run around the house with your phone out, paying no attention to where you're going or what you're about to bump into, because you need to be looking up on the wiki how much regolith a shovel eats in a cycle. I need this information so that I can plot out whether or not I can afford to start feeding all of our shovels instead of, you know, just letting them starve. Which, yeah, it's slowly eroding my soul. But on that note, we are going to go on a brief tea break. We're only going to be away for a couple of minutes. I'm going to set the timer to, let's say, 3 minutes this time, since I don't need to make any more tea, which is always great. And we will meet back here shortly. How's that sound? Everyone have a bit of time to get out there, stretch your legs, have a snack if you fancy it. Maybe go and bug one of your pets. And I will leave you with the sight, actually I should slow it down, of the power plant here. I think that is a good idea. So I'm going to drop down a save. Always wise, just in case it crashes while I'm gone. So I'm starting to lament how long the saves are taking. But on that note, see you in a few minutes.